Hello students, welcome to the online platform of Department of Chemistry, Vivekananda College, Kolhapur. In the last module, we have discussed in detail about the role of the metals and the non-metals in the biological process, where we have seen how the metals and non-metals are important in the biological process. Now, in this module, we are going to discuss about one of the very interesting point of this topic, that is metalloporphyrins. Students, metalloporphyrin is one type of the complex which is formed between the metal ion and the porphyrin ligand. So now we must know what is the porphyrin. So porphyrin, it is the derivative of the porphine. So porphine, it is actually organic chemical compound with the molecular formula C20H14N4. So this is a porphine, and this porphyrin contains four pyrrole like rings. So there are four pyrrole like rings to this porphyrin. This is the ring number 1, ring number 2, 3 and the 4. So four pyrrole like rings, and these four pyrrole like rings are connected with four methane groups, methane group 1, 2, 3 and the 4. So four methane groups which are very important, and these four methane groups binds to the four pyrrole rings. Again this porphyrin ring contains four number of nitrogen. This is number 1, 2, 3 and the 4 number of nitrogens. This pyrrole ring again consists of two hydrogens. So these pyrrole rings again consist of two hydrogens, and like this there is a formation of the porphyrin ligand, which is a macrocyclic ring, and this macrocyclic ring contains the hole like this, and inside the hole the metal it gets trapped, and then there is a formation of the complex. So basically it's a very simple one. What is metalloporphyrin? It is the complex between the metal ion and the porphyrin ligand. So porphyrin, it is the substituted porphyrin at the pyrrole position. So means whenever there are substitutions at the pyrrole position, then so just like this there are substitutions. When substitutions at the pyrrole position, then we can say it is the porphyrin. So it is very simple one. So here we can observe the bond length, different bond lengths, bond angles have given in this particular image. So this is about the porphyrin. See, porphyrin is one of the important compound in the biological process, because there are various types of the metalloporphyrins present in the biological process. If we change the central metal atom, then the metalloporphyrin get again changed, and it works differently, or it shows the different function when we change the central metal atom. So we will just see here some of the examples of the metalloporphyrin. So very first example of the metalloporphyrin is the chlorophyll. We know that the chlorophyll is one of the important component present in the plant, and this chlorophyll is formed, or it is one of the metalloporphyrin which is formed by the magnesium. That is, magnesium is the central atom in the metalloporphyrin of the chlorophyll. That is porphyrin ligand, it makes the complex with the magnesium, and then it forms the chlorophyll. And we know that the chlorophyll is important component in the plant which captures the solar energy, and which is utilized in the formation of the food as well as the energy which is required to the plant. So again the one more important component which is present in the blood of the animals or of the human being, that is hemoglobin and the myoglobin. So these two are again the type of the metalloporphyrin. So means at the center of the hemoglobin there is a iron, or at the center of the myoglobin also there is iron, and this iron which is surrounded by the porphyrin ring, and like this the hemoglobin get formed. So this hemoglobin we know very well, which is present in our blood and which is important component of our blood, and it works for the transportation of oxygen from lungs to the cells. Similarly, the myoglobin stores the oxygen at the site of the cell. So these are the two representative type of the metalloporphyrin. Rather than this, there are so many different type of the metalloporphyrins in the biological process, and they work according to which metal is present at the center of the metalloporphyrin. So okay, so this is about the metalloporphyrin. Now again see here in the metalloporphyrin, the porphyrin is one of the most important ligand. So whatever the porphyrin ring which is used in the metalloporphyrin, it is the most flexible and the adaptable ring. So why it is most flexible and adaptable ring? Because this porphyrin ligand can form the complex with any type of the metal or various types of the metal. So we'll just see how this porphyrin ring is flexible one. See, if the whole size of the porphyrin ring and if the size of the metal ion is appropriate, then no doubt there is a formation of the complex between the metal ion and the porphyrin ring. Basically, the elements from the first transition series, that is 3D series in the periodic table, it have a whole size, or it have a ion size which is appropriate to the whole size of the porphyrin ring. So the elements from the first transition series can easily form the complex with the porphyrin ring, or it can easily accommodate in the porphyrin ring. But if the metal ion which have a smaller size, consider if the metal ion have a smaller size as compared to the whole of the porphyrin ring, then in this case also this porphyrin ring can form a complex with the metal ion. So how it can form complex with the metal ion? So whenever the metal ion is smaller, in this case what will get happen? Suppose we consider the metal, it is smaller metal ion, and whole of the ligand is large. So in this case what will happen? So the nitrogens which are present at the inside part of this porphyrin ring, that will just try to approach towards the metal. So means we can easily just say here, the ring, it will just get close, it will just rearranges to itself and it will just approach close to the metal ion, so that the metal ion can fit into the whole of the porphyrin ring, and then there is a formation of the complex. So this is the case. Again, one more interesting fact of this porphyrin ring is that whenever there are very large metal ions, means if the size of the metal ion is large, and the whole of the porphyrin ring is smaller, and if the whole of the porphyrin ring is smaller, suppose this is the whole of the porphyrin ring and metal ion is larger one, so in this case metal ion can't fit into the whole of the porphyrin ring. So in this case what will get happen? So this porphyrin ring, it will just form porphyrin ring, it will consider this is the porphyrin ring, it will just form the complex with the metal ion by forming the bridge out of the plane of the porphyrin ring. So means it will just form the bridge like this, means rather than to fit the metal ion into the whole of the porphyrin ring, metal ion will form the complex out of the plane of the porphyrin ring, and therefore the porphyrin ring is one of the most important and most crucial part of the metalloporphyrin, because it is adaptable one, it is flexible one, it can form the complex with the any type of the metals. If the metals are very smaller, then also it can form the complex. If the metals are very larger, then also it can form the complex. Again, one more interesting fact of the porphyrin ring is that there are two hydrogens present which is connected to the nitrogen of the porphyrin ring. So this porphyrin ring can donate these two protons and can form the anion which are having a -2 charge, as well as this porphyrin can accept two protons, means it can donate the two protons as well as it can accept the two protons. So it does mean that there is much more flexibility in the reactivity of the porphyrin also, means it can donate the protons as well as it can accept the protons, and it can form the bond with the metal ion. Again, if we change the central metal of the porphyrin ring, as already I have told you, it changes its properties, and as the property of the metalloporphyrin get changed, their functions also get changed. Okay, so means when we change the metal ion as well as when we change the oxidation state of the metal ion, then the properties and the functions of the metal ion get changed. So now in the next module, students, will discuss about hemoglobin and the myoglobin. These are the types of the metalloporphyrin, and it is one of the interesting point, and it will be one of the fruitful discussion to discuss about the hemoglobin and myoglobin, because these are the examples of the metalloporphyrin. So that will discuss in the next lecture. Up till, thank you very much, keep learning.